Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another wonderful cast here in the EWG League. We are joined up for our C group matchup, week number 2, that has potential to be an interesting one for sure. We saw these TFE guys in their last matchup taking an easy W, 3-0 and 6-0 even in the Search and Destroy, and we're going to see that same Search and Destroy map here for map number 2 as well. This is kind of the same map set that we've talked that we talked to these guys a little bit about it before. Getting on some comms here with some of the teams as well. TFE said, we feel comfortable on these maps. We feel like this is a map set that favors us, and this is the exact same map set we saw them in week 1. You have that Hacienda hardpoint where they look dominant in. You then go to a red card Search and Destroy where they 6-0'd in, and then you head to a Vault Control, which is a difficult beast for sure in this one. Talking about the other side, this is going to be their first matchup of the EWG. B3AS clan going to have a hard one here going into a very, very interesting matchup with TFE 0, the side of Gonzo and his boys over there. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. If we look at the map pool holistically, those first 3 maps favor the side of TFE really heavy. We see that Hacienda map number 1, like I said before. We also see that Hacienda Search and Destroy. Then we go to a Vault Control, then a Rewind Hardpoint if we get to map number 4, and map 5 finishing on a Rewind S&D. It could be an interesting map pool for sure. Right now, it favors the side of TFE just because of how much dominance we've seen them on this map pool. The first 3 maps here, if the side of B3AS clan can come out and knock a map down, they definitely can take over control and maybe push one back into their side leading into that map 4. But right now, it really does not favor their side, especially coming off of a dominant win for TFE in their last matchup. I don't expect them to really be worried about this matchup because of the map pool that we have here. It's more or less of, are their guns going to be hot or are they going to be stale and kind of cold and, have a hard time getting onto rotations? But, like I said, in the last matchup, we saw TFE and they were very, very good on the rotations and hard point on Hacienda. So this B3AS clan is going to have to, control the pace of play here and make sure that they understand what is going on and what is being played for, especially in this EWG league. You're playing for, a spot in that tournament bracket. Right now, nothing solidified quite yet. We're only in week number 2, so you got to think that this definitely looks good, taking on a team that last week put absolute belt to ass to the team that they played. And if you can do the same to them, you are a very, very stout squad yourself. So we'll see what they can do to try to, combat that aggressive, almost lackadaisical play style in S&D that the side of TFE plays with. They play with this, a lot of like slow plays, very cautious about taking gunfights, not wanting to lose, a first round blood or, a first blood for sure in any round. And you saw that in their first week matchup where, they started slowing rounds down and the team really didn't really know what to do on the Hacienda S&D. And I've talked about S&D before, but not Hacienda, red card S&D, my apologies there, is one of those maps where it's not really played a lot. So it's very hard for teams to be really good at it. And if you're a team that is very, very good at it, you can absolutely control the pace of play with the play style that you're emitting. And that's what TFE did last week. We'll see if they can do the same. I'm not sure if it's going to really happen. We should be getting into the lobby here any minute. As it is 8:01. We will be getting code here in just a couple minutes, so stay with us. Grab a snack. This could be a quick one, or it could go all 5. I'm not really sure how to call this one right now. I haven't seen the side of B3AS clan compete so far. This is their first matchup in the EWG in the C group, so it's at 8:30. Okay. All right. Well, that is unfortunate. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're just making sure we got the right time here. We were told 8. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here in about 20-ish minutes or so.